Welcome to Chellington 17, episode 20, with me, Mr. Sealy P. So that's 77,000, 78,000. Very nice. That's what he says. And as per usual, I shall carry on. Okay, so note to self, save after every contracting job you do. And here's for why. Field 17 is harvested, and I'm sitting on 579,000, which is wonderful. Couldn't be happier. However, I just spent the last probably 2 to 2.5 hours and on field 17 I cultivated it. I seeded it, and I was on about 700 and something thousand. Wonderful. Very happy with that. So I then clicked on this one here, field 16, which, if I visit there, needs some work doing, which is wonderful. So I clicked on that to do some work. But I did the same mistake I did on Goldcrest Valley. I didn't click on it to do the work. I bought the field. Which meant from my 700 and however many thousand I had, I was left with 80,000 after all the work. So I came off, I quit the game, and I've come back on again, which means all the work I did over there on field 17 isn't saved. So at the moment, I need to record. I need to get an episode done. I'm working on my episode. I did all of that off screen to have enough money to do what I wanted to do in this episode. I think I probably still have got enough to do what I want to do in this episode, so that field's going to have to wait now until I've got a bit more spare time again. But and the annoying thing is, someone said to me the other day that they save as a matter of course after everything they do. It just becomes a habit. That way, if you make a massive error like that, you can just come back in, and all you've lost is that last tiny little bit. So yeah, schoolboy error, real mistake there. I was sitting on quite a tidy sum of money, but I'll get back. We'll get there. That doesn't stop me from doing what I need to do today. Anyway, so in the Deutz-Fahr, I have got the weeder on the back, which I'm going to open out. I'm going to start as far in this corner as I can, which I have done before. Now, hopefully, if this works, this should now put the first fertilising state in, and it should take me, come forward a little bit, where the little tree sticks out just to the right. There's a clump of trees, and then there's one on its own. It should head for about there, hopefully. So I'm going to set a worker on that. And the ground is changing colour, which means it's doing the first kind of fertilising state. It's going to take a little while to get on with this, but that's not a problem at all. I'm doing what I usually do. I'm going to get my rectangle in I will do around the outsides, and then I'll let the worker do the rectangle, which means I can then move on and do a different job. This field, I think, when I repurpose it, field 11, I'm probably going to put corn in it, I think, in preparation for doing a silage harvest, which means I'll then lease, or maybe buy, probably lease, a forage harvester and header. I'm going to do a big old silage harvest on this. So if this whole field's corn, I should get a fair bit of silage off it, he says. I hope I'll get a fair bit of silage off it. And see if the silage bunkers at Chellington store, at the BGA, work properly, unlike the ones on Goldcrest Valley, which I'm still angry about. Anyway, I just need to move a tractor, I've just realised. Now, as you can see, my equipment is all here ready to do field 10. That'll be a sunflower harvest. But having just harvested all of this one, you don't want to see another episode of just harvesting. It'll get boring. So, just come over here a little bit. Hopefully I'll get this right. Maybe you might be just out, we'll see. So I say, getting my rectangle, and then the bits that aren't done. If you've seen my episodes before, you'll know exactly what I mean. I'll go around the outside, do the twiddly bits, and then the big rectangle you can set a worker on, because setting a worker on odd-shaped fields, they can't cope necessarily with certain angles and shapes and that kind of stuff, so it just frees me up to do other jobs as well. But you don't need to see all of that on screen. So what I'll probably do now is skip ahead till I'm ready to set the worker. I'll set the worker, and then you can then, or we can then, I can then get on with some other jobs. As you can see on field 11, I've gone all around the outside and I've got my rectangle good to go. So it's showing the first fertilising state using the weeder, which is brilliant. So what I will do now is set the worker off to finish off the rectangle. And I will go and do the next job I need to do. Okay, so I'm in the telehandler, and I don't think I really showed these properly actually. If I just jump out here. This was one of the mods on the mod hub. This is the universal lightweight bucket by Toxic Om, I think it was. 11,500 litres. I mean, it is I mean, you look at it, actually it's ridiculously big. It is huge for on here. I thought I'd get the mod and try it out, but yeah, it is ridiculously large. It fits on wheel loaders and telehandlers. It is a universal bucket. So what I'm going to do is just make sure the cleanliness is fine of the animals. I did do the eggs off screen actually, so there's not many left there to do. So what we'll do, I think in all honesty the cleanliness isn't too bad at the moment, but we'll just double check it. I'm having a nightmare today pressing the wrong buttons. It's not good. So hopefully I'll pick that up. Don't think there's any more in the feeding area here. Tiny little bit to put in there. So I'll just put that in. It should be perfect. Tip that in. There we go. That's that done. So what I'm going to do now then is, because I've got enough money, and I said I would do this every time I get a bit of money, open up the dialog box. I'm going to get some more pigs. So buy 10 more pigs. So confirm the purchase. There is obviously a fee, 200 per animal, but that's not too bad. Okay, do I really want to buy them? Yes I do. So we now have 21 pigs, 20 of which I've bought, 1 is new. Now again, quick whiz across here. So now if you look down at the pigs, all of the troughs now are all showing half full. Well, just over half full, maybe 2/3. So they're all going to need a bit of work, which is fine. Bit of filling up. So back into the telehandler. Now, I know I have got the mixer wagon over here, but I might as well use this while I'm over here. Did it pick it up? It did. Yeah. Make sure it did pick the grass up. There we go. Okay. So, same over here then. Why not? Buy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 50 grand. Lovely. Confirm. Yes, please. So, we now have 20 cows. And that's probably going to say the same thing on the cows. Yep, other than the silage and hay, they need restocking. Water, straw, grass, and power food, of which I do have some. Next. Actually, I might be better off putting that up rather than down. That way I can see. Okay. Over to the sheeps. Before anyone starts complaining, I know it's sheep. Okay. Make sure their feed area is clear, and then probably buy some more sheep as well. Okay, what we're looking at. That's not too bad. This bucket is ridiculous. It really is insane. Okay. Did that pick up at all? Not low enough. There we go. Right. Let's go over to the dialogue box, which should be just here. Yeah, let's get 10 more sheep. Confirm. Yes, okay. All is looking good. Let's check the menu again. Yep, so they all need everything then. So I'm going to do a bit of work on the animals, making sure they've all got their feed and water. So first thing then I think is going to be, as soon as the water thing's here, I'm sure this hooks up to it. Please tell me it hooks up to it. It does, excellent. So first things first, let's get some water in for the sheep. Excellent. I did that weird thing, I don't know if anyone else has tried it, where you can, is that where is it, around the side is it? Where you can actually unload water into the storage point, which is just up there. Unload water into it, because when you go underneath it gives you the option for water, but then bizarrely enough, it won't let you. It won't let you get it back out again. I'm not quite sure why it lets you put water in there. It's very odd, but couldn't work out a way of getting it back out, so not to worry. So the pigs should be reproducing at a higher rate now. The cows were quite high producing, or the milk was worth a lot, whichever way around it was, because overnight I did get paid quite well for the milk, so having double the amount of cows now should make a massive difference on that. So just whiz around the corner here. Oh, that went a bit funny. That's the grass one. So the water one is just up here. Fill this up. That'll be good. So there we go. And yeah, I've got enough in there for a little while. Okay. Shall I leave this here for the time being? I might as well, seeing as I'm here. Disconnect that. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I can't hook this up to the bale shredder, so I'll need to get one of the tractors over for doing this. So I'll just put this out of the way and get the next piece of equipment that I need. So the next job I can do, definitely, is power food. So I'll just unload what I've got in here first, and then I might need to make some more. In fact, I'm almost certain I'll have to make some more. Yep, I will. So I just very quickly went into field 3 contracting and did final fertilising, and I did contracting on 16 final fertilising, so I've done those literally just now, just because the money will have gone up and I don't want people to think I'm cheating anyway. But if I come across here and come down where missions completed is now saying 60 in this session, 4. But obviously I did, however many I did, another 4 in the last session, which obviously didn't save, which is pretty irritating. But anyway, so that's 60 missions completed in total. Just to prove I'm doing them, I am doing missions, it's all there. Now, the Deutzfahr's finished doing the weeding, so this has got to be cultivated, because I'm going to put corn in this, and the Horsch Maestro doesn't cultivate as it seeds, so I'm going to need to cultivate this field as well. Because I'm going to do that, there's something else I need to do, and that's come to the shop. I know we only bought one in the last episode, but it's actually time for another tractor. Now, I'm torn, and I don't want people getting cross with me, because I know they will. I'm torn between, this is the sort of range I'm looking at. Now, I've used the T7 heavy duty and I've used the heavy duty blue power on Goldcrest Valley. JCB Fast Track is an option. It's quick. I've used them before on 15. Case Optum, new tractor to 17. I'm looking at that maybe, but I do like the Steyr Terrus CVT. So I'm going to do a Let's Play on Culver Park Farm at some point in the near future, in which case I'm going to use varied tractors on each map. I'm trying to use different tractors. God dear. Different tractors on this map to the ones I used on Goldcrest Valley. So, you know what? I'm going with the Steyr Terrus CVT. Now, options. The 6300, the 6300 CVT is 313 horsepower. So all my tractors are around there, 313. Deutzfahr's 336, I think, and my other one's 400, the Massey Ferguson Black Edition. But I do need a third tractor. Main colour, I'm going to change it to orange, because red's the one you get with it, and I've already got a Massey Ferguson I originally had was red, now it's black obviously, but I'm going to go with the orange. And obviously, if you know anything about me by now, I do like my tractors to look chunky, so I'm going to go with the wide tyres. 241,600 purchased. So now, let's go and look at it. Now, I've used it a few times on contracting jobs. I love the sound of it. It's got a brilliant sound. Yeah, it's alright, that. So if the orange maybe is a little bit bland, I'm not sure. We'll see. I think all my tractors are all pretty much the same sort of size now. But there's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't need a small shunting tractor for around the yard because I've got the... although I did say I was going to get one with a front loader attachment, didn't I? Doesn't matter. It's fine. I can always buy a fourth tractor if I need one. I suppose that's always an option. So... beacons. Lights. Main beam. Nice. Beacons off. So, we'll go and grab the cultivator with this, and this can start cultivating the field opposite. I was also given a bit of advice that if I cultivate it, I can weed it again straight after cultivating, because technically it registers it as a different field state. I don't know if that's true or not, but again, it's worth a try. So that's what I'm probably going to try in this episode as well. Nice sounding tractor. Didn't look inside actually, did I? Very nice. Stop dead in the road, that's helpful. Right, get this back and grab the cultivator. Now, I was in the middle of doing power food, wasn't I, for the cows before I got sidetracked. I do apologise. But I've come over to get the cultivator and suddenly realised as well I needed a tractor for the bale shredder. So while I'm here, I will give the pigs... Why is that not hooking up? Oh, there we go. Just in the right angle. Yeah, the pigs and the cows some more straw because they need it. Oh, is that it? Okay, so how are we looking with pigs? All of them, cleanliness is okay. All of them, water's okay because I filled that up. Straw is now fine on the pigs. I'll go and do the straw for the cows. I need to do hay and grass for the sheep and the cows. And then all the little bits and bobs, the corn, the wheat, canola, potatoes, sugar beet for the pigs. But yeah, it's all looking good. So... takes over for the cows. Probably did that the wrong way around, didn't I? In all honesty. Yeah, so there you go. That's how easily distracted I get. The fact that the Silo King's still sitting there. I did say I need to make some power food and then completely forgot. Went off to do the contracting jobs and then forgot. Well, the cows will look happy. So, let's get some more straw in here. Okay, that's them for 6 days. And park this back up. Actually, rather than park it up, what I will do... it's got a nice chunky front to that. I like that. It's a nice tractor, I'm glad I bought that. I probably will get a small one actually with the front loader, because you're probably going to need something for moving. Mind you, I can get pallet forks for the telehandler, can't I? Oh, I don't know. Right. Let's clean this up again while we're here. Okay, so our ratio. Now I don't know why this wouldn't pick up. There was some grass here on the ground. Still doesn't seem to want to pick up. Just doesn't like that for some reason. So the usual ratio, grass which will turn into hay needs to be 8,000. And then the other two 4,000 each, and that will give me my 16,000 litres. I am thinking if I do, or when I do, the Let's Play on Cobra Park Farm, I'm probably going to do bales rather than do it like this. I'll probably do bales, and probably square bales. I haven't done square bales on FS17 yet, so I'll probably do some square baling. Something a bit different. Okay, that's about 8,000. Just a little bit over, not the end of the world. So 4 of this should take me to about 12. There we go, it's nearly 12,000. And then the last 4 will be silage. There we go, we are all in the green. Never ever gets it quite to 16. Never mind. And let's feed. It's not going to take all of this, but it doesn't matter. It shouldn't take all of this. Well, it might do, because it'll probably split it, won't it? Like it normally does. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, quick look at the map. So I just need grass for the cows and grass for the sheep, so that'll probably be my next job. And looking at this too, the pigs now say 2 hours till the next animal, so I'll get another one, another birth. Right, turn off the mixer wagon and park that up. So that's now got power food in it, so I can use that whenever I need to. Go and put this back. So, grass, that's up here. I'll make a mess quick. Okay. Didn't take much. And down to the cows. Good thing is, we can go the back way. Let's off a bit quicker. And quickly fill up the cows. There we are, done. Excellent. Right, so the Steyr is over here, Terrus, we're going to call it the Steyr. I've got my rectangle, so I'm going to set the worker off on that. Get the rest of the field cultivated. And while I'm doing that, comes the next test. So, I weeded after the field had been harvested, which gave me my first fertiliser state. I've now cultivated, and the cultivator is now carrying on. So, with the advice I was given, if I now go over this, it should give me another fertiliser state. Fingers crossed. Oh, it has gone darker. Whoa, okay. So if this works, that'll be 2 fertiliser states without putting a drop of fertiliser in the ground. Nothing. No solid fertiliser, no liquid fertiliser, no slurry, no manure, just using the weeder. Now, realistic? No, of course it's not, because in real life a weeder wouldn't do that. But if you're trying to save money in the game, it'll work. It just proves the point it will work, which is quite good. So just set the map. Soil composition. And there you have it. Second state. Now what will then happen is when I come over it with the seeder and I put the corn in, it will seed and fertilise, in theory, give me the third state. Then I can leave it then. So the work all comes beforehand. Normally you just get the field ready, bang in the seed with your fertiliser, then you'd come back and fertilise it or weed it or whatever you're going to do later in the first growth stage or second growth stage, whatever it might be. So doing it this way round, all the work comes before you put the seed in the ground, but it hasn't cost me anything yet. So I don't need a fertiliser sprayer, I don't need a fertiliser spreader. And I suppose, I don't know whether it would let you weed, then slurry inject. Well, maybe, that's something else to try. Who knows? But that does work, so that's good news. So what I will do then is probably have both of these run at the same time, in all honesty. I need to finish off the pigs, because, again, sorry, I keep jumping backwards and forwards as things pop into my head. So sheep are done, they're all good to go. Cows the other side, they're done, they're all good to go. Pigs are good with water and straw, but now they need corn, wheat, canola and sugar beet, so that's what will come next. Interesting development. I was trying to weed field 11 and it works, don't get me wrong, I'm on the second state. However, I think the computer realises it's not supposed to be doing it. It won't let me set a worker. I can't set a worker on it, so I'd have to do it all manually. So that bit in the middle, with the rectangle I've made, I'm going to leave. I'm going to seed the field, which will put the darker bits on their third state, and it will put the middle section on its second state. I'm going to wait for the first growth stage to come through, and then I'll go over with the weeder on that middle section, which will give me my third state. It just won't let me set a worker. I'm assuming because it realises it shouldn't be allowing it to work, I guess. I don't know. But that's the only drawback. It will let you do 2 states using the weeder, but it won't let you set a worker on the second one, which is what I found. If anyone else has managed to do it, I don't know how. I just haven't been able to. Anyway, that said, I'm at the pigs. I did say I would finish off feeding everything. So if I go onto here and unload, left side tip. So that's the corn done. What I will do is, just using the Brantner, is whiz backwards and forwards to the fill up point and the drop off point, take how much I think I'm going to need, fill it up. So I will just come to here, he says getting stuck. That was a full-on genius moment. Excellent. That's just what I wanted to film. Anyway, never mind. Right. Unload that back into the tipping point and then come back here. This is what I was going to show you as well. This is what I was talking about. You can put water in there. It will allow you to. And when you come here, and I've never ever seen it before, if you go to start filling and scroll across, it says water. So it's let you put water in there. It says water, but if you press start, it won't do anything. I've tried putting it back into the water bowser, that won't work either. So it's a bit of an odd one. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, that said, I need to carry on feeding the pigs. So the next thing is going to be, what have I got most of? 10,000 litres, 7,000, I'll go with that. Wheat. I don't need a huge amount of wheat, that's probably enough. Okay, so this is the end of the episode. I'm going to finish off with the animals. Field 11 is coming on great. Field 10 I'll probably start on as well at some point. I want to get corn in the ground so I can do a silage harvest. But all is going well. If you enjoyed... I'll say it again. If you enjoyed the episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.